it's really different from the late model.
Oh, yes, 100%. Brian?
Yeah, I agree. I know, but Kyle, whatever he's in, he can adapt to it. He's won races in 4-cylinder, and I know things a lot different from that 4-cylinder car that he was in from an A hobby and from a late model. So, you give him time, give him an opportunity in anything, he's going to be competitive. I think it's just in his nature. He's more times than not going to the front, and he's developed quite a following at I-75 Raceway. He's become a fan favorite there. I have a 10-month-old at home, and his favorite driver right now is Kyle Courtney. He loves seeing the 171 and playing with Kyle every once in a while when he gets the opportunity. So Kyle's just an outstanding young man, off the track. We said the same thing about Bunkin Wyrick and Spencer Crabtree last night, and it's no different with Kyle. He shows a lot of character off the track as well as on the track at the same time.
Oh, I agree. And, I got to meet Kyle last year. Kyle also runs with the Topless Outlaw Touring Series, Limited Late Model Dirt Series. There's no telling where you're going to find him each weekend. He's running somewhere, and he's always lurking up front. He's got a new paint scheme this year, Brian, and that 171 looks pretty daggum cool. Kyle, tell us a little bit about what all you did. Like I said, you had plenty of time to work on the hot rod. What gave you the idea to go with a little different paint scheme this year?
Well, ever since I raced, I've always had a black race car, and I figured we might turn around and figure this is going to be a pretty good year for us, so we might as well start off with something new. Again, with it starting to work out, I like the new scheme we got. I think this is one of the best looking race cars I've had.
Oh, I agree. I got to see Kyle run down at Boyd's and was setting the infield just like I do at I-75, and he was coming out of turn 4 and that sun hitting that new paint scheme on those numbers, the 171. It looked good. But Kyle, congratulations on collecting the victory in the J1 for Justin Winters. And again, congratulations to Justin for getting married and the success he's had so far. And we're looking forward to seeing Kid Quick on down the road. I'm sure. I know he's got Topless races going on. Kyle, where are you planning on running this weekend coming up?
This weekend with I-75 taking off, I believe we're going to go to Smoky Mountain for their 1,500 to win Steelhead race and get ready for our Topless race on June 20th at Tazewell.
Fantastic. Brian, before we let Kyle go, do you have anything else you'd like to add, my friend?
No, we just want to wish Kyle, best of luck this coming weekend at Smoky Mountain, and we certainly thank him. I know he's a busy man. We thank him for taking time out of his schedule to join us on the program tonight.
100%. These guys, they've always got somebody tugging at their shirt tail, wanting a few minutes with them, and we're very thankful, Kyle, that you were able to take a few minutes and spend with us tonight. And again, congratulations. Look forward to see you the rest of the season. No matter what division or track you're running at, we wish you well. And again, congratulations on the A Hobby win at the I-75 this past Saturday night.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you having me on for this interview.
It's our pleasure. Brian, what a fine young man. It's been, like I said, I met Kyle last year during the Topless. He's always a threat every week to be running up front.
Yeah, I agree, Mike. And I know during the week a lot of folks don't see this, but it's not unusual to see Kyle with a lawnmower or a weed eater or on a water truck or doing something to help out at the racetrack. Even when we had that power outage this past weekend, he's an electrician by trade, so he was down there helping them get the power back on. So he just goes out of his way to help everyone at I-75.
Oh, yes, you're correct. And I looked up, and here he come down in the infield in a, what do you call it?
Skid steer.
Skid steer. Brought a piece of equipment down there and staged it in turn 3 and 4, shining the lights on the track just in case we had another electrical issue. So, but guys, thank you, Kyle, Courtney, for being with us, and congratulations again. You are listening to the I75 Minute Shakedown here on CRN Sports. We're going to take a small break, and we'll be right back with you with more exciting interviews. We got 4 more to go. Thank you for being with us here on CRN Sports Network.
Hey, this is Trace Nye with CRN. Hey, I wanted to give you an update about Unforgettables.com. Again, that's Unforgettables.com. They are offering a special Father's Day weekend special. If you go to their website at Unforgettables.com, type in the code CRN20. Again, that's CRN20. With that code, you'll receive a 10% off your entire order. Again, CRN20. All you got to do is go to Unforgettables.com. They specialize in hand-painted baseballs and baseball gifts. So once again, head over to Unforgettables.com. For Father's Day, type in CRN20 and you'll receive 10% off your entire order. Again, that's Unforgettables.com.
Looking for a life insurance company that specializes in what you actually need? Protection. Call Danny today with Symmetry Financial. Danny is certified in all 50 states, which means Symmetry Financial is not limited and has over 30 companies to choose from. Symmetry Financial has proved time and time again that their options and pricing is just better than the rest. Give Danny a call today at 828-994-1681 to see how Symmetry Financial can make life simple.
Brian Kyle and Big Mike Garren here on the I-75 Minute Shakedown on CRN Sports, episode number 1. It has been a fantastic show. We've had some awesome guests so far, and not to disappoint, we've got another one in the chute. We've got a young man who was actually the 2019 points champion in the sportsman's division at I-75. We have the feature winner of the sportsman race this past Saturday, the 19S, Mr. David Singleton. David, thank you for coming and joining us tonight, my friend.
Thank you all.
It's a pleasure to have you. Tell us a little bit about your off season. I know things kind of got jacked up with. I don't even want to talk about it, but our season started a little bit later. Do you think that helped you or hurt you any?
I'd say it helped me quite a bit. Of course, last year running the Sportsman car, I had a Rocket. And over the off season, I purchased a CVR, so it's fairly newer than what a Rocket is. And being off for that amount of time kind of gave me time to make some practice laps, get used to the handling of it.
That's correct, and I misspoke. It was the B Sportsman Championship last year. But, Brian?
Big Mike, I tell you, I've looked forward to this interview, this one in particular. It's the sportsman division, it's a tough one. You're not supposed to win in the sportsman division your first time out. The competition is so strong there. But David has won 2 of the first 3 events and finished really well in the other events. So he's, he won a lot of races in 4-cylinder. He did very well, obviously, in B Sportsman last year. And it has been a smooth transition to sportsman. He's been impressive, to say the least, so far in the 2020 race season.
Yes, he has, and he is very impressive last year, and the momentum has carried over to this year. Tell us about the transition between the 2 divisions, David.
Well, it's kind of a bonus because it's between swapping divisions and then swapping chassis. It's been a big transition. Of course, you're stepping up in competition when you move up to the regular sportsman, a lot tougher class to win in. But I feel like the transition into the CVR has been awesome. It's an awesome handling car, and we've got it dialed in right now. So hopefully we can keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. You look like you didn't miss a beat, and I did notice that you are part of the CVR stable. Those guys, they've got a great team and put together some great cars. Chip and those guys. David, how was the track for you Saturday night? You run well in your heat race and won the feature. Anything stand out during the race? Did the track conditions? Did you have to make any kind of adjustments for those between the heat race and the feature?
Well, I have to give it to I75 and their crew. They've had the track smooth all three races this year. Of course, with supers there, you're going to get a dry track no matter what, especially 90 degrees outside. So I kind of expected it to dry out, and we made a minor change for qualifying, and we went out and ran a good lap. Made another small change going into the feature, tightened up a little bit, and I felt like we had a great machine for the track conditions that we had.
Oh, 100%. You had her under control all night. Brian?
I think one thing that I've noticed, Big Mike, over the years, we just our previous interview was with Kid Quick Kyle Courtney, and Kyle made the transition from racing four cylinders to sportsmen and late models, and a couple other drivers that come to mind. Darren Goins has done the same thing, and then Nick Perry made a similar move. It's just kind of interesting to me that these four drivers have all made similar moves in their career, and they seem to be really good friends off the racetrack also. I know David's pretty close with Darren, and Nick and a lot of those guys. They're competitive with each other on the track, but they seem to get along real well off the track. And you just like to see that in the sport.
100%. These guys, they are very competitive, but off the track, most of them are friends. And that's what I love about this sport. It's okay to have that competitiveness out on the track, and of course you want to beat your buddy, but it's good to come back to the pits and shake your friend's hand, put your arm around them, and congratulate them, or they congratulate you on a good night.
Yeah, I think there's no better sport than the one that we're a part of, and David Singleton, is a great example of that. Like we've talked about here earlier, on the track and off the track, he really exemplifies all that's good with our sport, dirt track racing. And you never hear him criticize a track or criticize track officials or cause. We may get it wrong sometimes, but David, along with these other drivers we've interviewed, are always very supportive, of everything that happens at the racetrack, and we're grateful for that.
Yes, absolutely. David, some final thoughts before we let you get back to your family tonight?
Yes, it sounds like we're going to have a week off. Just found that out today. So maybe possibly venturing out to another track this week. So see if we can keep the momentum rolling at a different place.
That's awesome. Do you have any idea where you might be so we can let your fans know, or are you still trying to decide?
I haven't fully decided yet. It'll either be Smoky Mountain or Mountain View. So.
Okay, sounds great. Well, no matter where you go, David, we wish you luck, and we're happy to have you part of the family at I75. And again, congratulations on your feature win this past Saturday night.
Yes, sir. I sure do appreciate it.
Folks, that's David Singleton, driver of the 19S Hot Rod out of the CVR stables. Brian, what a fine young man.
He is. You can't help but like David Singleton. I enjoy talking to him. pit area before the action gets started. Drivers meet, each and every Saturday night. And he's fun to